right. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Rob here at Smirking Gun Reviews, and yes, we're back talking more comics as I said I was going to. We're basically giving up on the getting a new camera dream for now, and we're just going to talk about the comics that I want to talk about. I could be spending my time spinning my wheels, talking about endlessly about how Marvel's bad at this and DC's bad at that, and what's wrong with this book and why this book sucks. Instead, I'm going to talk about the reason why we read comics in the first place. We're going to talk about the books that we love, rather than focus on the negative, which there's a lot of. But I choose to focus on the positive side of things because, honestly, in COVID land, talking about the negative shit is real easy. Talking about the positive stuff, maybe it doesn't play as well, but it's much more fulfilling to talk about. And today we're going to be talking about, since you clicked on it, we're talking about Thor. That's right, Thor number 6 by Donny Cates and Nick Klein and Matt Wilson. I've said this probably in the past, but when I was growing up and I first started reading comics in like 1988, I didn't care about Thor. I didn't care about the main core of Avengers at all. I don't think I really had Avengers books. I didn't have Iron Man. I had like maybe one issue of Captain America. I had like a couple Iron Mans. I had like basically no Thor. I didn't get any West Coast Avengers. Didn't get any Black Widow books or anything like that. So the fact that all of a sudden, and when I came back in 2016 and started reading Thor, I picked up every book and started whittling it down. And I never got rid of Thor. I just kept reading Thor. I was enjoying where it was. I was enjoying it. A lot of people didn't like what Jason Aaron was doing. I mean, but I've been going back. I've got a bunch of Simonsons. This is like 350, 351. I've got a bunch of them now. Yeah, I got the Alex Ross, Jane Foster. I liked kind of what they were doing with Jane Foster. And yeah, I do have like a bunch of the Jason Aaron stuff. And I actually liked it. I didn't really care for a lot of the art. But I liked what they did. I didn't like War of the Realms very much, even though, yeah, I got the box over there and I got almost all the tie-ins for it. But then Donny Cates takes over. And Donny Cates, and even though I was enjoying Thor for the most part, Donny Cates has definitely been bringing it with this story of the Black Winter and Thor and Galactus going off to fight it. And just like Venom, he has turned Venom into one of the best books at Marvel, and now he's added Thor. Guardians 2 was, his little run on Guardians was pretty good too. But Thor is kicking ass. And issue number 5, where they face the Black Winter, right? Wow, train. I'm going to pause it. All right. We're back. First, there was a motorbike that went by right before I pressed play, and then a train decides to go by. So, in Thor number 5, they finally face the Black Winter. And we find out at the end of this book that what's really going on is, he's not talking about Thor's end or anything like that. He came back, the Black Winter came back to reclaim what is mine. I am here for him, which is he came back for Galactus. It turns out Galactus was the Black Winter's herald. Boom! Drop the mic. Holy crap. That's how book 5 ends. And so we get to book 6, Herald of None. And oh my god, this book is so good. Alright, this book, the way that they tell this story is great. I described it to a friend of mine today, and he doesn't even read comics anymore. He's afraid to get into it, I think. But the way this book is just changes everything. And while I don't think that they're going to completely focus on, like, the Black Winter right now after this, there is definitely going to be some stuff. And in the repercussions of what happens at the end of this book, I don't think we're going to really see too much of right away. Especially the way it ends. Because it's an end. Thor's end. We're not really going to get into Thor's end here. It's too, like, the comic books are running. But anyway, I'm going to start talking about it. So we start off with this great image of Silver Surfer coming in, right? And yeah, Silver Surfer's black now. I don't mean black as in he's a black guy. His color turned black and Silver Surfer black when he faced Null. And that's a whole other ball of wax that was also written by Donny Cates, which all these things happening, and with the Black King storyline coming up, I feel like this is all getting woven together to tell an amazing story that is going to make Absolute Carnage look like absolute nothing. But that's just me. I actually thought Absolute Carnage was okay. I really didn't think it was all that in a bag of chips. But Silver Surfer comes rolling up, right? And I'm going, wait a minute. What happened? Like, I opened this up. We're not seeing Black Winter and Galactus and Thor fighting and asking, what the hell do you mean, Herald? No, what we find out here is this is after the events of issue 5. That for months, Thor's been locked away, drinking his troubles away, and not telling anybody what the hell happened between Galactus, himself, and the Black Winter. And Silver Surfer's in there to try to be like, I may be of service, one who has been where you have been, who has seen what you have. And Thor's like, no one has seen what I have seen, Norrin. It is mine to carry alone. And he's like, I know this must have been an arduous journey, but as someone who has traversed all of time and space, please believe me that hiding it away will help no one, least of all you. Please, brother, what happened? What have you seen? And these eyes, right there, him looking at him, with the little bit of alcohol still, dripped on his lips. Says a lot. This is the Devourer King Part 6. And so, Galactus, we see what happened. Galactus is trying to talk his way out of this. He's like, you lie! I'm not your herald. But he's like, I never lie, Galen. I made you a promise all those eons ago. I spare you, you serve me. Sounds very familiar. It's the line that Galactus used on everyone. And most, remember what he said to Norrin Rad, who became the Silver Surfer, to sacrifice himself, and he would save his planet, right? It is you who have lied. You who has been running from your fate. I have searched for you for eons, Galen, and I find you here hiding in this doomed universe. I gave you powers beyond imagination, and now I have come to collect. And he freaking hits him, right? He hits him, and he just sends him, boom, into like a moon surface, just crash, like nothing. Like Galen, the Galactus, is nothing. And so Galactus, though, he's like, hey, Thor, come on. Well, you got to help me out here while he's, kind of weakened. We can take him right now. Thor just kind of stands there looking at him, hovering, contemplating, thinking about what this guy has just said, what this creature, whatever entity has said to them. It's a lot. Thor's kind of in the middle of this, all of a sudden, trying to contemplate what is really going on here. And then he hits him with his lightning, like in the picture here. He's like, stay down. I am all that stands between the winter and you. And I am not done with you. Not yet. So then he's like, all right, well, so be it. And he hits him, right? Hits him with his own blast. It's a freaking... And he's like, I'm more powerful than I've ever been. Because he was feasting on planet after planet after planet to face the Black Winter. So Galactus is really amped up. But Thor is as well. He's not only just Thor, God of Thunder, King of Asgard, but he's been made cosmic by being a herald of Galactus. So he's also super powerful. It's starting to fall into place what Galactus really wanted him for in the first place. But Thor's like, I allowed you to have this power, Devourer, power you have stolen. You have lied to me. Played me like a pawn in a battle I did not begin. I'm the son of Odin, king of Asgard, ruler of the 10 realms, god of thunder and the storm, and you You are the errand boy of a hailstorm. And he hits him. Boom! Hits him like nothing, right? Galactus is like, oh, geez, my power. Thor takes it. He's like, I have taken it as I have taken the power cosmic held inside of your shell before. He's like, but the winter, Thor, we must defeat. And he's like, I will deal with it. You will not survive the fight. I have no need of you save your power. If the winter wants you, no, Galactus will destroy, then it will have you. And he hits him again. Like Galactus again trying to like prove, you know, that he's got some kind of power in this. And he just gets hit again. Galactus is on his last legs. And he just hits him again. Wow! With all this immense power that he's got. Thor just hits him. And he says, Galen of Ta, on behalf of the countless planets you have destroyed and laid barren in your wake, for Acropia, for Massacron, for Eleanor 143, for Draven Bar, for Eclipse, for Silas, for 10x4, for Vanish 1, I'm not even going to try it, for Cryo, for Corbin, for Zenla, for Earth, for Asgard. And I mean, he's just laying into, I mean, look at the way that he's just being like, trying to give you an angle here. This is why I want my new camera, guys, so I don't have to hold up a frickin' comic book to the thing. I sentence you to death. Holy shit. Look at that. He is just shattered from the inside out. His face is basically skeletonized, drained of its power, and he's on his knees. The helmet is knocked off his head. And it says, and then, on a nameless and barren moon, far beyond the fields we know, you have no idea what you have done, Galactus says. And he's like, I'll take Galen. The Black Winter steps in. I will take Galen and leave your universe to its own fate. Thor's like, you'll take nothing. It's like, do not test me. My fight is not with you or your doomed universe. I will have what is mine. Galactus is of no use to you. He says, nay, Galactus serves me yet. As what? A trophy? A slave? What would you have Galactus, the World Eater, serve you as a little god? Tell me. And then Thor picks up the hammer, starts to let it rumble. And it says, galaxies away, children wake up screaming to the sound of thunder, its voice roaring and crashing across the void. And then behind it, screaming in the darkness. And he says, what he was using Galen, Galactus for, is a bomb. And he unleashes the full fury of all his power. It says, there was lightning, and burning inside of it the full might of the immeasurable power cosmic, the bleeding life force of a universal constant, the energy of 100,000 devoured worlds, all of it unleashed. Everything that Galactus ever has and ever was, and now all the power that they both have together, by a God-made king. Just boom. Complete bomb on both. To where Galactus is left nothing but an empty shell. Nothing in there. And the Black Winter reduced to but a snowflake. Now, do I think that's really the end of the Black Winter? I doubt it. But it says, and then in the falling ash of winter amid the graveyard of a world destroyer, there was Thor, and the end of everything. The Black Winter says, you have won nothing. Your end, it cannot be stopped. It is coming. Before I am no more, do you want to see how you will die? And Thor, with this really look of desperation, says, yes. Right? This look on his face right there. Yes. And he goes back to Asgard, where they've got the helmet of Galactus, the headpiece, sitting there on the Bifrost, like a fucking trophy. And the Silver Surfer says, well, forgive me, but I must ask, Thor. When you looked into it, when the Black Winter showed you your one true end, what did it show you? What did you see? And again, we need another freaking great image from Nick Klein of Thor's face. Like the first one was, him saying, what did you see? And, what happened? This one is, what did you see? And then you get this look of fear on his face. This look right there. Fantastic. Says it all. This haunted, terrified look from a God King. And we get this 2-page spread of all the Marvel heroes, basically zombified, dead. And there's Galactus standing there with Mjolnir and the Infinity Stones attached to it, looking at him. And that look says darkness and nothing more. So he does not tell Surfer what he saw. But that's the end of the issue. And what an issue it was. What a 6-issue arc so far. This is just the beginning. Just the beginning. Like I said, I don't think, we're not going to focus on Thanos right now. There's going to be plenty of things to talk about and plenty of stories in this journey that Thor is on. But that's one hell of a damn start. Galactus is dead. Galactus was a herald running from his, his fate, hiding out in our universe for, eons and eons, devouring worlds, pretending that he was the big bad, when he was really just a lapdog of something worse. Crazy town bananas. I can't wait. And that's just a touch. This was, I actually got Donny Cates to sign my Thor #1. And now I'm really, really happy that I've been staying with Thor, and I will stick with Thor for a good long freaking while. So thanks for watching this. If you like this review, please hit the like button, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. We'll be back with more comic talk later. Have a good one. Catch you later.